everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the session. Good evening, guys. How is everyone doing today? A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the session. I hope all of you are doing great. Yes? Good evening, everyone. Okay, so welcome to the session, guys. Today we're going to continue with our series of 200 plus para-based questions. Hello, Rahul. Welcome to the session. Hi, Mrinal. Hello. Welcome to the session, guys. ठीक है, तो इस सीरीज में हम लोग ले रहे हैं द बेस्ट डिफिकल्टी लेवल के क्वेश्चंस, पैरा जम्बल्स, ऑड वन आउट, पैरा समरी, ऑथर्स पोजीशन, essence of the text. And guys, trust me, this series, if you're able to crack it, if you go through this is going to be an excellent primer, revision, comprehensive course to help you crack the VA section of the CAT examination. You go through this, trust me, CAT's going to look easier to you. Hello, hi, I'm good. How are you? Hi, Mrinal. Good evening. Welcome to the session, guys. It's very important कि आप लोग सब subscription लो. Okay, you get the feature of unlimited access to the entire CAT portal, interactive live sessions, structured courses in PDFs, Unacademy community feature जहाँ पे आप you get to know the best notifications and interactions from your educators. Doubt solving classes. You can raise a hand and you can ask a doubt and you can get your doubt solved. Dedicated doubt solving sessions होते हैं, guys. Every fourth session of a plus course is a doubt solving session. When you take the iconic subscription, you get all of these features. In addition to that, you get the benefit of physical notes B, live mentorship, complete GDPI VATCA preparation, expert guidelines, test analysis. All you have to do is apply the code Ritu MBA. Yes, Rahul, thank you so much for spotting me. ठीक है, so guys, welcome to the session and these are the prizes. अगर आप 10% discount 10% discount चाहिए तो use the code Ritu MBA. And guys, दिवाली आ रही है तो आप सबके लिए कुछ exciting offers भी आ रहे हैं. So make sure guys कि आप लोग याद रखो Ritu MBA code in order to subscribe. Come on. Hi Kansh, welcome to the session. Guys, किस question पे हमारी गाड़ी रुकी थी कल? कौन से question के station पे हम लोग रुके थे बताओ? वो Renal, what has he told you? You know, if someone who is new to the session and he or she did not know the context, Renal, your comment could be very controversial and get me in trouble. What has he done? Okay, come on guys, let's get started. बताओ कहाँ रुके थे हम लोग? और guys, let me remind all of you कि October 30th को AIMT है. Have all of you enrolled for the AIMT All India Mock Test, one of the biggest mock tests for the CAT examination on October 30th. You can win scholarships, prizes, up to 25 crore rupees. You stand a chance to win all India rank. Okay, all you have to do is enroll for free and scan the QR code. Okay, make sure guys कि आप लोग enroll करो and don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA. Come on guys, where did we stop? या किसी को याद नहीं है या क्या हो रहा है? चलो. Guys, we stopped at question number 81. Let's continue with this 82nd question on your screen. आज आपको क्या लगता है हम लोग 100 पार कर जाएंगे? डन रिनाल. लेट्स सी कल क्या होता है. आप स्लिप होते हो या सुरजीत क्लाइम्स अप द लैडर? Yes, Muskan, I'll go through that question. I have it in mind. I will take it up once we complete the 200. Like at the end of it, I'll take it up. I'll go through it. Don't worry. Hi Kabir, welcome to the session. Come on guys, 82nd question on your screen. आज हमारा target है 100 questions at least. I have 110 questions planned for you. Let's see if you can, complete these 28 questions. Ready for it? Hi Mahi. Guys, can we have a lengthier session today? You're all up with, आप चलोगे 2 घंटे का session करते हैं आज. हमको काफी cover करना है guys. CAT exam बहुत करीब है. Come on. Yes, very good. Love the excitement. Come on. Hi Ranu, great Ekansh. Kabir has given the answer already. बाकियों को क्या हुआ? Guys, आज अच्छी accuracy चाहिए हमको. भले time लगे लगाओ, पर accuracy अच्छी लाओ. Come on everyone. नहीं guys, you've not taken 2 minutes भी. चलो 2 minutes तो आपको इस question पे लगाना पड़ेगा. Come on. Come on everyone. Come on guys. Of course हो सकता है शान. Go through the special class series that I'm taking on RCs plus course join करो. That's very important. आज complete होगा Shanavas definitely. Today we are completing 110 questions. That's our target. नहीं guys, most of you have gone wrong with this particular question. The right answer to this question is 3. इस question का सही जवाब है 3 guys. Let's understand this. Tensions have repeatedly risen over US activity near the resource-rich international waters of China's coast. The US says the plane was on a mission to detect radiation in international airspace over the East China Sea. The intercept, which took place on Wednesday, was deemed unprofessional due to the maneuvers by the Chinese pilot, as well as the speeds and proximity of both aircraft. One of the Chinese jets on an express came as close, this is the intercept, as 150 feet to the US WC-135 plane and flew upside down about it. Okay, so guys 5 and 3 का clear link है. It talks about the intercept, it talks about the two planes coming so close to each other. Okay, tensions have repeatedly risen over the US activity. और ये देखो ऑलमोस्ट 2 प्लेन इतने करीब आ गए और यूएस ने बोला कि द प्लेन वाज ऑन अ मिशन टू डिटेक्ट रेडिएशन इन इंटरनेशनल एयर स्पेस ओवर द ईस्ट चाइना सी. दिस इज यूएस का क्लैरिफिकेशन. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग द आंसर इज 5312. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग दैट how 5 3 1 and 2 are connected. 1 talks about repeatedly, 5 and 3 gives you one such repeated instance. Sorry, 5 and 4 give you one such repeated instance, and then 2 gives you the explanation which the US gave. The deployment came despite Chinese warnings against challenging Beijing's sovereignty in the region. The deployment, guys, which deployment? Deployment means stationing. Whom have they deployed? What have they deployed? Deployment का meaning होता है deployment basically is you're moving resources, you're moving troops, you're moving equipment. मिलिट्री एक्शन के लिए आप उनको वहां पे पोजीशन करके रख रहे हो, वहां पे स्टेशन करके रख रहे हो. अब हमको क्या पता कि डिप्लॉयमेंट है. यूएस ने तो अपना दूसरा क्लैरिफिकेशन दिया है, पर यूएस ने तो क्लैरिफिकेशन दिया ना, भले उनका क्लैरिफिकेशन मे बी इट्स जस्ट अ सुपरफिशियल क्लैरिफिकेशन. द प्लेन वाज ऑन अ मिशन टू डिटेक्ट रेडिएशन इन द इंटरनेशनल एयर स्पेस. Unless and until you have another sentence over here which says that okay, this is the reason which they gave, but the actual reason is that they are preparing for war, and then you say the deployment came, then it makes sense. Then it makes sense. Did you understand the point? So this definitely could be a part of the same article, but not necessarily an immediate statement after the remaining statements. इसका direct link नहीं बन रहा है. Got it? Did all of you understand this? It's not a part of any mandatory pair और इसका direct link नहीं बन रहा है. So that's why your answer option over here is C. Correct, Hardik. Correct, Amit. Okay, let's go to the next one. Come on, guys. Essence of the text. Come on, go ahead. Correct. It does not fall into sequence here. Come on, guys. 83rd question on your screen. Correct. Come on, everyone. What is the answer? जल्दी से पढ़ के बताओ. Come on, everyone. आज हमारा गोल है 110 क्वेश्चंस एटलीस्ट करने हैं हमको. एक्यूरेसी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होनी चाहिए. सारे टिप्स, टेक्निक्स और स्ट्रैटेजीज हमको सीखने हैं और याद रखने हैं. गाइस, टेक योर टाइम. 2.5 मिनट्स लगेगा, पर रॉन्ग जवाब मत दो. गुड इवनिंग गौरव, हाउ आर यू? कम ऑन गाइस. India's middle classes have travelled a long way since the late 19th century when they planted the saplings of the freedom movement. On the way to India's independence, they filled the jails, and while they could not prevent the horrors of partition, they wrote a unique document for the new nation, the Constitution of the Republic of India. After independence, it was the middle class again that supplied the teachers, doctors, engineers, lawyers, administrators, and other builders of Project India. It was a very imperfect project, but there was no denying the pride these middle class servants felt in building the republic. The main essence of the text is clearly the role of the middle class before, during, and after the partition of India. India's middle class has travelled a long way from the late 19th century, when they began the freedom struggle, to this day when their contribution continues in every sphere of development. In India's freedom movement that witnessed mass imprisonment, subsequently during the first few decades after independence, it was the middle class that had made major contributions in every field. The contribution of India's middle class in the country's freedom movement and creation of the Constitution of India was great. And after independence, again, it was the middle class that supplied professionals in every field to build the republic. Both before and after independence, the middle class of India has displayed aggressive nationalism. Can I eliminate option D? Guys, सबसे पहले जो option eliminate होगा वो D है. Will all of you agree with it? Yes? Okay, right. Any other option that you feel you can eliminate? Any other option that you feel that you can eliminate? Good evening, Pratham. कैसे हो आप? बताओ. Why do you want to eliminate answer option B? Q. What is wrong in B? Come on, guys. Imprisonment है ना यहाँ पे? They filled the jails. Mass imprisonment है ना? What is wrong? The first few decades after independence. After independence. Hi Nikhil, welcome to the session. Guys, come on, decide. Tell me, what do you think? What's the answer? Hello Rakshit. Okay, can I eliminate answer option A? Because it says to this day. The author does not basically talk about the present yet. He does not talk about the present to this day. When their contribution continues, he does not talk about to this day. He does not talk about the present. Yes, I'm going to eliminate answer option C. It's a comparison between B and C. है ना? It's a comparison between B and C. Okay, but guys, some of you have changed your answer. Naman पहले B बोल रहा है, अमन B बोला, शुभम B बोला, और भी लोग B बोले, अब सब C. A is eliminated because to this day and continues in every sphere. Where have they spoken about the present? That it continues to this day, Pallavi. Where have they spoken about it? No, it does. Freedom movement is pre-independence. Mass imprisonment is during independence. After independence, it talks about all the 3 decades. It talks about before, it talks about during, and it talks about after. Where have they said that, Kabir? Okay, what do you feel? Guys, what about the others? What is your answer? Sumita, Rahul, Ekansh, B does not talk about pre-independence. Atma, Nikhilesh says it does not say first few decades. Essence, you have to continue with, you have to tell me what is the main idea, Nikhil. Constitution building is missing in B. Constitution is there in C. Okay. Yes guys, we'll go with the answer option is C because इसमें constitution नहीं है, इसमें republic नहीं है. Okay, इसमें supplying, made major contributions in every field. But ये supplying professionals नहीं है. So that's why the answer option is C. Very good. Correct guys. The answer option is C. Next one. Come on, 84th one. 84th question. Try this out. Wonderful. Excellent reasoning. Few decades भी वहाँ पे incorrect था. Excellent reasoning. Very good. Come on. But see, major contributions, they were the builders, right? So, okay, fine. You can say major contribution. That was not much of a problem. The main problem was first few decades. Then it was lack of republic, lack of constitution of India. Come on, next one. 84th question. Come on, everyone. But every field इधर भी है. Because you're talking about teachers, doctors, engineers, lawyers, administrators, other builders. So it's that still, I know it's not a perfect option, but you can still justify that. But what to do? You had to select one, right? So there's some things we'll have to overlook. Major errors we cannot. A, B and D had major errors. Okay, is architecture an art form? Although architecture's main concern is form and usefulness, certain architectural structures around the world are not merely serving the good of society, but also play with the aesthetic notion. So, good of society plus the aesthetic notion. Although architects claim that they are just contributing to the evolution of whole society, we know for a fact that they are not shy to sue other people for replicating their works. Art imitates nature. It is in harmony with the landscape, making it one of the influential mosque designs. Architecture is an art form because it comes into being as a result of creative thinking. Architecture is not art. This clearly contradicts what's given in the passage. It is an art form. This says it's not art. Architecture is not merely for the eye but for the social benefit of society. This option is out because it's the other way around. It should be architecture is not merely for the social benefit of society but also for the eye. It's the other way around. It's not merely for the good of society but also the aesthetic notions of people. Again, this says it's not an art. So, architects create art while serving the benefit of society. So this is the while, this is the additional of course, and they also create art. So answer option is D. Did all of you understand this? Clear with this? Got it everyone? Come on, let's go to the next question. Para jumble. Go ahead guys, unjumble it. But that's what you're going through with, right? You're going with the author's belief. That's why it's called author's position or essence of the text. So this we are quoting it as the author's belief. It's okay, Muskan. Which other option are you going to go with? A better incomplete than incorrect or irrelevant? Which other option are you going to go with? A and C contradict the passage. It does not even say it's not art. It's not, it says it's not art, and the author clearly says it is an art form. Dono B and D same hai guys. Merely for the I also is creating art. Social benefit, serving the benefit of society. दोनों same है. आप meaning कैसे distort कर सकते हो? B में तो meaning distort हो रहा है ना. बी में मीनिंग डिस्टॉर्ट हो रहा है, you're changing it. For example, if I say I like X as well as Y, my primary liking is towards X as well as Y is the secondary liking. I can't change the meaning. I can't say now Y is my favorite. You can't distort, you can't change the meaning. So better incomplete than a distortion. And I don't see how B is more complete. I know I'm being grammatically incorrect, but how B is more complete than D? I don't see how. It's the essence of the text, Muskan. You're looking at the most, or that one main idea. It's essence of the text. Come on, next one. Come on, everyone. Come on, guys. Okay, what is the right answer? Let me reveal. Guys, the right answer to this question is 2431. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है guys 2431. Come on, let's look into this. While reinvigorating antitrust is key, it is only one part of what must be a much more holistic reorientation of government's relationship to corporate power. For 40 years, mainstream progressives have largely ignored or augmented corporate power as part of a government agenda. As part of a governing agenda. So, ignored, but confronting corporate power. Did you understand? Ignore का contradiction क्या होगा? Confronting. But confronting and addressing corporate power, especially in the form of monopolistic control of markets, is central to whether and how quickly a society can become more just, equitable, and secure. Now, with the pandemic guaranteeing the need for an overt and aggressive government role in structuring the economy for a long time to come, and with America at a clear political inflection point, progressives must look beyond the tech platforms to acknowledge the systemic nature of monopolization in the economy and have the courage to change the course. While reinvigorating antitrust is key, it is only one part of what must be a much more holistic reorientation. So this is just one part of a much more holistic reorientation. Got it? Did all of you understand this? For 40 years, 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are linked. 2 is clearly the opener for 40 years. Then, but 2 talks about ignoring. Uska contradiction hai 4, which is confronting. Okay, 3 brings to the context of now, and 1 continues with what else needs to be done in the future. Got it? Did all of you understand this? No, 4 and 3 is not a subset. The subsets go like, see guys, the order comes like this. The order comes like this. You start with 2. One second. Oh, okay, this is stuck. 1 minute. I'll have to refresh. Okay, just listen to this. I'll just explain this once more. Okay, you start with 2. Okay, because it talks about for 40 years they ignored, but it needs to be confronted. 2 and 4 is clearly a pairing. 3 talks about now. Okay, progressives must look beyond. Okay, and then 1. While reinventing antitrust is key, it is only one part, and a much more holistic reorientation is required. So 1 is the conclusion. Got it? Clear with this? Okay, guys, you will stay put. Just read this question once more. I will take 1 minute to refresh the system. You will stay put. I'm coming back. I don't want to see anyone budge. Okay. And addressing corporate power, especially in the form of monopolistic control of markets, is central. Okay. Now, it's very important to understand the corporate power and how it's becoming a monopoly. Now, with the pandemic guaranteeing the need, the reason why it can't be 1, 3 is because 3 brings in the context, the second context here. Okay, and then 1. Just because of the 2 contexts. Clear, guys? Did all of you understand this? Okay, next one, guys. Come on, Para Jumble on your screen. Guys, I'm already live. Next one, come on. Guys, refresh. Already there for the last 2 minutes. Come on now. 86th question. Para Jumble. everyone. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is 4213. Okay, come on, let's have a look at this. 4213. Rugged and impassable terrain that is quickly shut down by unpredictable weather is the perfect bolt hole for avoiding the clunking fist of political authority, which is why guerrillas and partisans still prefer highland terrain today. As the anthropologist and political theorist James Scott explains in his book, for thousands of years, mountains represented areas outside of state control, places that dissident populations, मतलब जो लोग follow नहीं करते थे, rebels थे, went to escape authoritative rule, which usually entailed taxation at best, slavery and murder at worst. So this was authoritative rule. They wanted to escape taxation, they wanted to escape slavery and murder. But the very power and danger of the mountains has also meant that they've been long steeped in superstition. Mountains have long been a powerful but ambiguous presence. They have a powerful but ambiguous presence in human history. Human history. Okay, mountains, human history. Place, position. Let's start with 4. Okay, 4 is clearly going to be the opener. Then 2 talks about how they've had a very powerful place and what they were used for, and you know, their areas, what they represented. And they went to escape. Why? Because it was a perfect, because it would unpredictable weather would come in and it would completely shut down the place, and it was a complete perfect bolt hole for avoiding the clunking fist of political authority. Authority से बचना है तो वहां जाके छुप जाओ. So 2 and 1 का भी connection होगा. Okay, till now you're talking about how it was used and beneficial kaise tha. But the very power and danger of the mountains have also meant that they've been steeped in superstition. What are the superstitions? That could be probably explained in the next few lines or the next paragraph, which is not known to us here. So that's why your answer option is 4213. Come on, let's go to the next one. Come on everyone. 87th question on your screens. Chalo. Get this right. Come on everyone. Okay, Muskan, the next question that you're not able to do this, I would want you to tell me what is your order, where do you find the difficulty, and then I'll be able to analyze it better. Otherwise, me giving general solutions will not help you. Okay, which video, Ranjan? Rinal, आपने कौन सा वीडियो बना दिया? आज नुपुर खुद डाली है कि सेशन है 5 बजे, पर नुपुर खुद नहीं आई है. Come on, guys. Come on, people. Take your time. Get it right. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is 32415. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है 32415. Okay, let's have a look at this. A new study in the journal Science suggests an answer. Answer to what? That elephants rumble the same way people talk or sing by blowing air past their long vocal folds and letting them vibrate back and forth. But until recently, no one knew how they made their distinctive thundering sounds. Elephants rumble to communicate, sending vibrations across the landscape that other elephants can feel through their feet. This can be your opener. Where they? Who are these they? This is a question to which this is an answer. 4 and 1 का solid link है. Vocal folds, these folds. 1 and 5 का solid link है. 3 is clearly the opener because all the other sentences have cross references. Okay, and then you come to 2, which talks about the rumbling, and then you know that they rumble, where they're purring like cats or where their voice is just very low. So this continues about the rumbling. So that's why the order is 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. Got it? Okay. So Muskan, you made a statement 3 and 2, and then you placed 5 at the end. But 5 says an answer. You should have looked for, this is an answer to what? This is an answer to this question. Yes, so 4 and 1 का भी link होगा over 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. The question and answer link is very strong, guys. So Muskan, what I figure out is concepts. थोड़े से links, थोड़े से concepts, language clues, just refresh and go through the concept class that we have taken, like I've taken. मतलब logical clues and language clues. प्रथम देखो. ठीक है, ये आंसर है ना. आंसर किस चीज का होगा? क्वेश्चन का होगा. सो 4 and 1 का एक लिंक है, रख देंगे साइड में. These folds, कौन से फोल्ड? ये वोकल फोल्ड्स. तो 1 and 5 का लिंक है. 4, 1, 5 मिल गया. ठीक है, ये हमारा ओपनिंग नहीं हो सकता, these है. ये हमारा ओपनिंग नहीं हो सकता, they है. ये हमारा ओपनिंग नहीं हो सकता, but until they नहीं हो सकता. 1 ओपनिंग नहीं हो सकता, आंसर. आंसर टू व्हाट? क्लियरली 3 ओपनिंग है. क्लियरली 3 ओपनिंग है. ठीक है. So 3 elephants rumble to communicate, sending vibrations across the landscape that other elephants can feel through their feet. But no one knew how they made. No one knew how they made. How? Cats की तरह, किसकी तरह? How they made. So 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. Got it? No, but thundering sounds could also be, the bass could be really low, right, Arvind? Good, Unique. Acha, nice, Rahul. That will no chance that's ever going to happen. Okay, good evening, Avatar. Come on, next question, guys. Odd one out. I'll be making rumbling noises then. Come on. Come on, guys. Birdly. It means very busy and noisy and chaotic. Odd one out, guys. Come on. Which sentence is not a part of the context? Francisco de Miranda, who was born in Venezuela in 1750 and died in Spanish prison 220 years ago this month, was a soldier, statesman, student of military affairs and philosophy, and a bon vivant. Someone who loved life, was very cheerful. The populist leaders of present-day Venezuela claim Miranda as a forebear or ancestor, but his hurly-burly life is a rebuke to their illiberalism. So they are illiberal, but his life was very liberal. He was very free. True, Miranda was an anti-imperialist and he believed in a continental solidarity against Spain, but he was a lifelong admirer of the United States and Britain. Even by the standards of an extraordinary age, it was a remarkable life. Above all, he was a peerless networker and a self-appointed leader in the cause of independence of South America and Spanish rule. Now, guys, can't you feel the links here? The answer option is clearly 3. True of what? Anti-imperialist kaha? Spain kaha? United States kaha? Britain kaha? You clearly start with 1. It was the remarkable life. He was a student of military affairs, a soldier, bon vivant, but above all, he was a peerless networker and a self-appointed leader in the cause of independence. It was a remarkable life. Till today, people, consider him to be their ancestor. I'm not saying this is the order, but all the others fit in. 3 has the most irrelevant words. How to? Connected to Venezuela, connected to present day. They claim him to be their ancestor because of, the power and, he was so soldiered in military affairs and all of this. And hurly-burly life. You're talking about his life, his remarkable life. How 3? Long, true of what? Okay, tell me, true. True. This is true of what? Which other statement is this affirming? Tell me that. Exactly. Which other statement is this affirming? 3 says true. Which statement is it affirming? Got it, guys? Did all of you understand this? Clear with this? Yes? Clear, everyone? Okay, let's go to the next. Could you please make me understand the second point? The second point says that the populist leaders of present-day Venezuela claim Miranda as a forebear. They consider him their ancestor. वो बोलते हैं कि he is our inspiration or he is our ancestor. But today's present-day leaders are very illiberal. But his life was very liberal. His life was very hurly-burly. Like he was a rebel. Okay, so they consider him to be कि हम लोग उनसे आए हैं हम लोग, but then they are not following his principles. Got it? So clearly 2 is a part, but how do you fit in 3? Got it? 5 is definitely, he was this, he was this, he was this, he was this. Above all, he was also this. See, he was a self-appointed leader. The cause of independence, that kind of goes with how liberal he was. Next one. Come on guys, odd one out question on your screen. $110 is the target number. Aim for the sky, at least we land on the clouds. Come on guys. Okay, try out this question. Give me 1 minute. Guys, just 1 minute. I'll be back. Till then, try out this question. Yes, Naman. 2 hour ka session. One. Refresh. Okay, guys. Can you all hear me? Right. Come on, everyone. Let's discuss this. Most of you have gone with 5 as the answer. Okay guys, the right answer to this question is 3. I think a lot of people my age are interested in drones because it's cool technology and it's really just starting to be available for everyone. Said a 17-year-old who plans to attend new training being offered by a commercial drone company in her state. Leaders in the unmanned aircraft industry are trying to persuade young people who think drones are cool to consider flying them for a living. Businesses use drones to take photos and videos for security and to conduct inspections or surveys, among other things. Commercial pilots of drones must obtain a Federal Aviation Administration drone license, and some companies that employ such pilots have started selling classes that help students prepare for the FAA test. Drones can be used to combat terrorism too, and the hardcore terrorist Bin Laden was killed. How is this relevant? How is this even relevant in this particular? How is this relevant? Persuade young people to consider flying them for a living. So they'll be commercial pilots, right? 2 and 5 are clearly connected. Become a commercial, was being offered training by a commercial drone company, commercial pilots. And companies are employing such pilots. They use it for these purposes. How is this connected? Terrorism, how is it connected here? You're talking about commercial pilots. Guys, you understand the difference between commercial and military? You understand the difference between commercial and military? But it's military, the rest is commercial. The rest is commercial, guys, that is military. That's a completely different use altogether. Come on, next one. 90th question, guys. Author's position. Go ahead. No, but there are different benefits. Of course, they'll give you like closed sentences to throw you off, but you have to see the theme, na? No, it's wrong because the theme was commercial usage of drones. Come on, guys. Psychologists have suggested that extroversion is correlated with positive emotions. People who are more extroverted tend to be happier. But is this actually the case? Psychologists who study this question found that extroverts often do experience more positive emotions. However, they've also found evidence that there are indeed happy introverts. When researchers look at happy participants in a study, they found that about 1/3 of these participants were also introverts. More extroverted people may experience positive emotions slightly more than average. This is an alien idea and the author's position clearly, but many unhappy people are extroverts too. This is clearly wrong. The author's main focus is कि ठीक है यहाँ पे emotions मतलब they might be 1/3 है तो वो 2/3 होंगे, but unhappy people का कुछ भी नहीं दिया है. In fact, they've said that many happy people are introverts too. Introverts are likely to be more happy, no, then 1/3 ही क्यों है? Being an extrovert or introvert is not going to decide whether he's happy or unhappy. Because even extroverts are happy, even some introverts are happy. So that's why your answer option over here is clearly B. Got it? Clear? Very good. Come on, let's go to the next one. Come on, guys. 91st question on your screen. Inching closer to the golden 100. Come on, everyone. Good, Nikhil. The other options are completely, slightly more than average. Average would be half. 2/3 is slightly more than average, Hardik. Hello, Vivek. Not everyone agrees that mathematics is a language. Some definitions of language describe it as a spoken form of communication, Mathematics is a written form of communication. It may be easy to read a simple addition statement aloud. It's much harder to read other equations aloud. Spoken statements would be rendered in the speaker's native language, not in the universal tongue. A parallel would clarify the impasse or the ordeal. Sign language would be disqualified on this creation, and yet most linguists accept sign language as a true language. साइन लैंग्वेज तो नहीं पास होगा ये सब चीजों पे, पर उसको ट्रू लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं, तो फिर मैथमेटिक्स को क्यों नहीं बोलते हैं? दैट इज द ऑथर्स मेन पोजीशन. Guys, the answer to this question is B. A concept, no, you're talking specifically about mathematics. Some criticism is justified, no? Where if they said it can become a universal language if it follows important definitions? ये बाकी तो कितने alien है. Clearly B, right? Sign language को आप language, true language समझ लेते हो, फिर mathematics को क्यों नहीं समझते हो? According to the author, it is a language, despite some criticism or disagreement. So answer option is B. Some definitions, criticism of the language nature of maths is justified. This is contradicting the author's position. The author does not want to say कि हाँ आप criticize करो, mathematics language नहीं है, ये correct बोल रहे हो आप. No, in fact he says mathematics language है. Got it? ये बोल रहा है कि criticism of maths as a language correct है. नहीं. Author बोल रहा है कि it is a form of communication, it is a language. Come on, next one. No, the last three lines in fact clearly say that maths is a language, because he says sign language classifies as a language according to some. Then why doesn't mathematics? If sign language can classify, you know, अगर साइन लैंग्वेज को एक्चुअली डिस्क्वालीफाई होना चाहिए पर उसको आप लैंग्वेज समझते हो, तो मैथमेटिक्स को क्यों नहीं समझते हो आपके डेफिनेशन के अनुसार? Come on, next one. Come on, guys. Vivek, because you've not had a reading habit. It's okay. Continue with the series. Continue going through PYQs. Continue going through RC passages. धीरे धीरे improve होगा. आप कौन सा एग्जाम दे रहे हो? 22 या 23? Come on, everyone should type in the answer key. कितने questions कर पाते हो आप अवतार? Okay guys, the right answer to this particular question is again B. When your pet cat comes home and stands at your feet calling meow, you're likely to understand this message as relating to that immediate time and place. If you ask your cat where it has been and what it has been up to, you'll probably get the same response. Its language cannot effectively be used to relate events that are far removed in time and place. Human language is capable of producing messages equivalent to last night over in the park and then going to say, in fact, I'll be going back tomorrow. A process called displacement. The displacement in human language removes the quality of immediacy, making it distinct. Removes the quality of immediacy. It allows us to think about things and places whose existence we cannot even be sure of. Animal language is better suited to communication, no. Language creates hopes and resentment, kaha. C and D are completely irrelevant. Allows us, in case here means humans. Events that are far removed in time and place. Now guys, C and D are out. Can you tell me why A and B ka distinction? A and B ka distinction. What about the others? Existence we cannot even be sure of. This look like a problem to me as well. But यहाँ पे place नहीं है ना. Immediacy is only time, and even this can be used to talk about now also. There's a problem with both the options. I'll go with answer option A, guys. Would want to change the answer, will rectify the answer key. I'll go with A because we cannot even be sure of is incorrect. Immediate time and place को हटा देता है. It's distinct because we find it in humans and not others. I'll make it as A. I'll make it as A. How do you know that you cannot even be sure of? How do you know that place whose existence you cannot even be sure of? ये कहाँ दिया है? Place whose existence we cannot even be sure of. And also the passage says how this quality is different in humans from others. So this distinct word also does justice to that. It can talk about things and places which are distant, not which we cannot even be sure of, because you're sure you're going tomorrow. You're sure you're going to the park. Compare the difference, Ekansh. You have to compare the difference between the two options. I'll go with A, guys. I'll modify the key. Okay, next one. Para jumble. Come on. Correct. Come on, everyone. Okay, Vivek. Then continue. Go through mocks, go through questions, PYQs. Trust me, that'll improve. Come on, everyone. I want all of you to answer. Concentrate, guys. You have to understand the meaning here. No, I see that most of you are getting it wrong. Understand the meaning. Okay, shall I explain? Guys, the right answer over here, is 2413. इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है 2413. See, they originated. They over here refers to the tools and techniques of statistics. Born, originated. Do you all agree that 2 and 4 का link है? Hi Avnish. Okay, 2 and 4 का link है. As the understanding of probability theory grew, a few pioneers extended the method. And it went on to biology, medicine, government, humanities and arts. That's the extension over 2413. Got it? Did you understand this? Tools and techniques of statistics. They originated. So first it was only in physical sciences, especially astronomy. Then it was extended to include or to be used in biology, medicine, government, humanities. कहाँ से कुछ भी बना लो सही लग रहा है. आपका आंसर क्या बताओ. देखो दे क्या है, ये कुछ भी तो नहीं है. बेसिक टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स. और दे क्या हो सकता है. 2 and 4 का क्लियर लिंक है. They originated. Pioneers can't originate. Pioneers are people. They will refer to tools and statistics, tools and techniques ना. Born and originated ही ना. 2 and 4 का तो लिंक होगा. इसको कैसे सेपरेट करोगे आप. 2 and 4 को कैसे सेपरेट करोगे मुस्कान. आपने 1 and 4 को साथ में लगाया. Pioneers are people. Can you say people originated? People originated in a systematic method. कैसे 1 4 लगाया आपने. Born, originated, they, systematic tools, techniques. Then it was born in physical sciences, but it was extended to other areas. Simple चीज है. Come on, next one. Next question. Come on, everyone. लगेगा ना मुस्कान, एक्सटेंड हुआ है, फिजिकल साइंसेस से एक्सटेंड होके दूसरे फील्ड्स में गया है. कम ऑन. Subsets, search for the opener. If you don't get the opener, build the subsets and then figure out the opener will fall into place. Okay guys, the right answer to this particular question is 2143. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है guys 2143. Come on, let's have a look. We all know what it is to feel bored, but what exactly prompts, constitutes or follows from the condition of boredom is far less obvious. It's one of the most common human experiences, yet it seems continually to defy complete understanding. That is, when I stare at the full refrigerator and complain that there's nothing to eat, or when I scan 100 cable channels and find nothing to watch, who is to blame? Is boredom a function of leisure? Does it tangle desire or physical conditions or both? Is it a function of leisure, desire, personal conditions, that is, leisure, desire, all of this, personal conditions, all of that is explained in 3. One of the most common human experiences, out of all the human experiences, the author today chooses to talk about boredom. So 2 is the opener, and it says that it's difficult to understand, which is also the topic, and that's why 2 is the best opener. Okay, so I start off with 2. We don't understand, it's far less obvious why we get bored. And 4 and 3 asks questions as to why, that the fact that we're not able to completely understand it. One of the most common human experiences, doesn't this have an opener written all over it? Out of all the experiences today, the author comes to choose to talk about boredom. Clearly that's the opener, right? Vivek, 2 is clearly the opener. Out of all the experiences, today the author is going to talk about boredom. We don't have complete understanding of it. Isn't that the topic? The topic or the theme or the concept itself is that we may not understand what boredom really is, or why do we get bored. Come on, next one, para jumble. Two and one. So you should have put 4 and 3 together because there are two subsequent questions that the author asks. And that is represents, it is connected to the question 4. Got it, Muskan? Because 4 cannot be the opener, Amit. 4 क्यों opener होगा ये बताओ आप. Out of all the, don't you see this most common human experiences, out of all the experiences, today the author is going to choose to talk about boredom. We don't understand it completely. Isn't that the topic? This gives us the concept. It's the broadest statement. 2 and 1 ka link hai that we don't understand. It's not obvious. It's one of the most common human experiences. We know what it is like to feel bored. It's a common experience. 1 is an elaboration of 2. No, it can't be the opener. 4 can't be the opener, guys. 2 is the broadest statement, one of the most common human experiences. Why aren't you focusing on the word experiences? And the author is choosing to talk about boredom. See, 2 talks about, of all the experiences, the author today is talking about boredom. We don't completely understand it. That's the topic. It is common. We all know what it is like to feel bored. Humans, right? Who are we? We are humans. Noun, then pronoun. It's a common experience. We know what it is like to feel bored. Yet we don't understand it. It's not obvious. So 2 and 1. And then you pose the two questions in 4 and 3. Got it? Did all of you understand this? But the answer is not there here na Muskan. That's the whole para that we've not understood it yet. Questions है हमारे दिमाग में जिसका हमको आंसर नहीं पता चला है हमको. Then how will you answer? 2 is not the answer. 2 is again question and doubt ही कि हमको समझ में नहीं आया है. फोर एंड थ्री का आंसर है 2. 4 and 3 का क्वेश्चन क्या है कि हम बोर क्यों होते हैं. क्या 2 बोलता है क्यों बोर होते हैं? नहीं बोलता. Come on, next one. Guys, your concepts are not yet strong. You have to go through the concept workshops. You can't just work with your existing knowledge and build subsets and justify that. No. Question first, then answer, Vivek, but it's not necessary कि हमेशा answer दिया हो. On class, I've taken them several times on YouTube also, Nikhilesh. I've done 2 concept workshops. Check out the links. पूरा प्रिपेयर करके रखा है आपको, फिर भी आप लोग ये मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हो. Come on. फोकस गाइस, कितने अलग अलग आंसर्स दे रहे हो आप लोग, एक बार फिर से ट्राई करो. Okay, let's understand this, guys. The answer to this particular question is 35421. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है 35421. PPR is an ideal candidate for total eradication as there's only one virus strain for which an effective vaccine exists. Cannot be your opener because 2 gives us the full form. It is extraordinary when a disease is eradicated from the face of the earth as great a human accomplishment as inventing the internet or putting a man on the moon. A disease is eradicated. 2 serious ones have already been wiped out. Smallpox and rinderpest. Okay, so 2 हो चुका है. The third target is often deadly to sheep and goats. What is that? Given in 2 and then 1 continues with it, PPR. Done. This was so easy. There were clear-cut language clues. Got it? Did all of you understand this? If you've not linked 5 and 4 together, then it's the silliest mistake that you have made. 5 talks about 2 and 4 says the third. 2 के बाद ही तो 3 आएगा ना. 5 and 4 को कैसे सही नहीं लगाया आप लोगों ने? 2 and 1 को कैसे नहीं लगाया PPR? 5, 4, 2, 1 clear subsets and 3 is the opener. Very easy, PJ. Next one, come on. Guys, अवनीश यहाँ तो ठीक है, एग्जाम में ये मिस्टेक्स नहीं चलेंगे, आपको कॉन्सेप्ट्स ब्रश अप करने पड़ेंगे. गाइज, ये इजी वाला था. Guys, can all of you hear me? Audible, visible? Yes, okay. Come on, everyone. Yeah, come on. This is the question on your screen. Blackout. And now the guys will stop here for today. We'll continue with this session tomorrow. Okay, we'll stop here for today. We'll continue with it tomorrow. Okay, let me remind all special emphasis with questions over the last 5 years. Link in the description below. Enroll by applying. Make sure that all of you enroll. Sample notes for CAT. Just enter your name, number, and email ID and download the notes. Want to see your faces on this wall for the next year, guys? I will inform you about the special class timing soon. Don't forget to attend the YouTube session again at 5 p.m. Net disruption blackout. I will continue with it in the next class. Okay. कुछ लास्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर क्या था सागरिका? $96, right? The answer for the 96 question is 13254. It was 13254. Okay, I'll discuss it with you in the next class. Done. Guys, I don't think there's a lag now. I'm clearly audible and visible. If it's back, fine. I will continue. Or is there a lag? Tell me quickly. It's fine now. Done. Then I'll continue. Okay, 95th question. I think. Acha chodo. Let's not take chances. We'll continue. We'll continue in the next class. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Come on, guys. Thank you, everyone. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Guys, is it clear now? I think the power has been restored. If you want, we can continue. Are you all back? Are you all? Okay, guys, those who are live, let's continue with this, guys. Let's try out a few questions. The power has been restored. Okay, let's try this out. 96th question जो हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे. अब ठीक है, अब कोई लैग नहीं होगा. ठीक है, अब 96 क्वेश्चन हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे, गाइस. आंसर इज 13254. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है. I've informed on the group as well. I think the others will also join in. ठीक है, so guys, the answer to this question is 13254. I'll at least explain this one completely. Many say the atmosphere is toxic and aggressive in the venture capital or angel investor industry where women are constantly marginalized and excluded from key events and programs. Can be your opener. Estimates say only 15% of startups and received VC, venture capital. 2 cannot be the opener because the full form comes in 1. Hi Khushbu. A study by Babson College shows that in the US, the VC industry, again venture capital, that has to come. Only then you can use short forms. In fact, cannot be the opener. So VC cannot be the opener. Guys, clearly the opener will be 1. 3 and 2 talk about the findings of the study. Based on these statistics, we have inferred that they have a misogyny. This is the inference based on the statistics. They have a misogynistic side, hater of women, and that is elaborated or continued in 4. Got it? And that's why in fact. Clear with this, everyone? Got it? Any doubts, guys, with this particular question? Till here, is it all clear? Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Come on, guys. Our target is 100 and I want to complete that. Come on. Next question. 97th question on our screens. Come on. 4 more questions to go. Come on. Odd one out. Which statement is not a part of the context? Come on, everyone. What do you feel? What is the answer? क्या लगता है आप लोगों को? Come on, everyone. Answers batao, guys. Come on, Khushbu, Sagarika, Janit. Odd one out. Janit, odd one out question. This is a very orthodox passage. See this. Their logos are instantly recognizable. The advertising jingles seared in the shoppers' brains. They promise steady investments. Okay, this is all positive, right? This is positive. They make some of the world's best loved products, positive. They're getting even bigger, positive. Yet trouble lurks for the giants, okay. But guys, how have they been leaden foot? Leaden foot means very slow, not progressing. But here they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're giants, and they're doing so well. How can you say leaden foot? Clearly one is the odd one out, isn't it? They, and then you reveal who is this they. They are not leaden foot. One is out of context here. Remember, it's not necessarily a part of the same, it's not necessary that this is the first para of the article. One is the answer. Come on, 98's one. Come on, guys, odd one out. Come on. 3 more questions to go for that big 100. Come on. मेरे को ना हाँ दे देना. Okay guys, the right answer to this question is 4. Now that seems to have turned on its head. America is shrouded in a most un-American pessimism. From morning in America to yes we can, presidential elections have long seemed like contests in optimism. But अब हो गया है pessimism. It also hangs over the economy. It over here refers to pessimism. It's covered in pessimism. It also hangs over the economy. The dissonance between gloomy rhetoric and recent performance is greatest on. The dissonance means disagreement. Gloomy rhetoric and recent performance. Which recent performance? Which gloomy rhetoric? The gloom touches race relations, which after the shooting, okay, seems to get worse. See guys, you start with optimism. Now it's become pessimistic. हमको the gloom touches this and it also touches or it also hangs over the economy. 2153. How is 4 related? Which gloomy recent performance? If there's a dissonance or disagreement between gloomy rhetoric and recent performance, disagreement मतलब opposites ना, तो ये gloomy rhetoric है, मतलब recent performance in the economy has been positive. तो recent performance positive हुआ है नहीं ना, कहाँ दिया है? So clearly 4 is the odd one out. Got it? Did all of you understand this? You need to brush up on the concepts, guys. Clear with this, everyone? Right, let's go to the next one. Come on, para jumble. Take your time, but get this right. 99th question, take all the time you want. Even if you want, take 5 minutes, but I want to see right answers now. Come on. Come on, everyone. Answer. Come on everyone, what about the others? Okay, guys, okay, there was a mistake in the direction of the questions, and that's why I think probably everyone is going here and there with the answer. Okay, it's actually an odd one out question. I'm so sorry. This is an odd one out question. This is an odd one out question, guys. But nonetheless, you know, you've made orders, you've built links, fine. Now it'll be easy to identify the odd one out. This is an odd one out question. Odd one out. Come on, what is the odd one out? 2, no. If you say 2 is the odd one out, then who are these many? Many refer to the families, right? Their children. So 2 and 5 ka link hai. 1 is clearly the opener. They will see their children get a new start. Their youngsters get a new start. They get better and thrive. Answer is 3, guys. 3 is maybe a part of the same article, but not necessarily a part of the same paragraph. Answer option over here is 3. 3 hai, guys. Hai. 2 cannot be the odd one out. 2 and 5 ka link hai. Many refers to many families. Their children, their youngsters, they're getting better. It's going to become a commercial reality. Got it? Okay, last question, guys. Come on. 100th one on your screens. Get this right. Come on, everyone. 100th question. अंश हाँ 2 hours का था अभी खत्म होने को आया है Neither being a mystic nor being a disenchanter is necessarily redemptive. Power, both liberating and dominating, can be actualized by the way of enchantment or disenchantment. Hegemonic ideologies cloak themselves in both. There have been both empires of reason and empires of magic. There have been attempts to justify genocides as promoting or attacking enlightenment. So एनलाइट नॉलेज भी है, मिथ भी है, एन्चांटमेंट मिथ भी है, डिसएन्चांटमेंट भी है, मैजिक भी है, रीजन भी है. They basically talking about two things, magic and reason. Thinking in terms of myth and further pursuing it, making a program of either re-enchantment or mythopoesis is distorting, and yet thinking in terms of disenchantment is also distorting. So सिर्फ myth भी distorting है और सिर्फ reason भी distorting है. Violence, disenchantment is the path to progress. कहाँ दिया है? History, ignorance, wisdom, these words are not even there. So दोनों distorting है. अगर आप अकेले देखोगे तो दोनों distorting है. So answer option over here is, got it guys? Did all of you understand this? The right answer to this particular question is A. Clear with this everyone? Yes, we'll stop here for now. Okay guys, I would want all of you to be a part of tomorrow's session at 5 p.m. Thank you everyone. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe the video. If you have any further doubts, I'll take it up in the coming up classes. Take care everyone. Great marathon session, and I hope all of you have learned. We'll continue with this tomorrow guys at 5 p.m. 100 questions done, 100 more to go. Bye everyone. Take care.